This is the thing with little hot hatches, especially cars from this generation, like the early 2010s. They actually focused on making the cars enjoyable to drive. Like, a selling point of a Fiesta ST was that it drove well. Welcome to the most requested car we've had on Steering Feel Review. Ford Fiesta ST, in this case a Mk7. I've given hot hatches scores from 3 and 4 out of 10 all the way up to like 8 out of 10. Everybody says these are really enjoyable to drive, but as you guys know, I often go against the grain. I often tell you certain cars that everybody loves are not good. BMWs, Golf GTIs. So today we find out if the baby Fiesta ST can satisfy a petrol head. A huge thanks to Zach for bringing this car down today all the way from Bristol. Massively appreciate it. If you're local and would like to see your car on Steering Feel Review, use the links in the description. Here's a list of everything I test. Every one of those is a chapter down below, so you can skip to the section you're most interested in. This car is entirely unmodified, exactly as it came out of the factory. This car has a wheelbase of 2,495 millimeters. The steering rack ratio is 13.6 to 1, but I think the spec of this car can't really do justice for how it feels to drive. The only way we can learn that is by going out on the road, starting with spirited driving. Fiesta ST. For a stock car, that sounds really good. There's some steering feel, dude. The suspension is shockingly good in this car. Grip for days. Dude, this pointy little front end, it's communicative. The chassis talks to you. I could trail brake. Dude, what the fuck? Big fan.
Directness is a measure of how responsive the steering is, how quickly the car turns when you turn the steering wheel.
This is a pretty direct rack, especially in corners. You really don't need like that tiny amount of wheel turning I can feel on the road at low speed. It's quite a direct steering rack. That right there is just starting to wiggle us. There's a little bit more slop than I would like on a straight, but in the corner it feels incredibly direct.
Weight is all about how light or heavy the steering is, and how that changes the harder you turn the steering wheel.
There's a bit of weight to the steering. You turn into the corner, there's a bit of resistance. The steering weighs up. It's alive. Let's go. Dude, it sounds so good. I bashed the limiter just because I feel like it's correct to do in a Fiesta ST. I've driven this car enough now, I can say comfortably, this is a very enjoyable hot hatch to drive. If for whatever reason you want a car of this shape, but you are the type of person that's gonna wake up at 5 a.m. and go for a country road drive, buy this. I wish it had a front diff, but the steering is fantastic. It communicates so much so you know what's going on and you want to drive it harder. I really enjoy it. Just to give you a balanced perspective, I think the weighting could be a bit more. It could maybe weigh up even more in the corners, especially in like this area of the steering. There's not a lot of feedback, but you get past there and the weighting ramps up, and it ramps up a lot.
Texture is all about the feeling of the road through your hands. The best cars will tell you exactly how much grip you have as you're driving.
There's a little bit of texture in this steering. I'm quite impressed. I feel like this steering wheel is connected to the wheels. Something you don't get in Golf GTI, something you don't get in any BMW. As I'm driving now, 30 miles an hour, grandma pace, I can feel every single one of those bumps in the steering. It's actually communicating things. I would love to drive this car on a mixture of dry and wet roads and see if you could feel that difference. I'm willing to bet you could. It's not as good as my NC MX5, but not many cars are. I think the only cars that are similar, the Lotus Elise and Porsche 944. But outside of those elite level of cars, this is like the next step down. This is really good. It's interactive, it's enjoyable. I feel for young petrol heads that don't get this anymore. I mean, they still do. They could just go and buy a used one, right? But the Fiesta ST was always the cool car you bought as a well-to-do 21-year-old. Maybe you've just come out of uni, you got your first good job, you drove to work in a Fiesta ST because you loved cars. Just doesn't happen anymore. If this is not your first steering feel review, maybe subscribe and leave a like.
Let's talk about normal driving.
Fiesta ST on the motorway. I think 5th gear. We've got a 1.6 turbo, we'll just roll into throttle. Yeah, easy. Loads of torque. Mate, the steering's weighing up right now. That's so nice. For a small car, this is much more stable than you would expect. The steering also feels very positive at these speeds. It's like it gets heavier at higher speed. There's a little bit of dead zone for going straight, which I love. The car feels quite stable and settled and modern. It's even like relatively quiet. You wouldn't think this was a small car. Fiesta ST around town. If a hot hatch doesn't perform well here, what even is the point of the car? A hot hatch should be a little shopping cart that you can take down a back road and have the time of your life. That's exactly what this ST is. It's a little shopping cart. At low speed, the steering's light. I can operate it with one finger. It's not annoying. What is the self-centering like? Oh, beautiful self-centering. Put me right in the middle of the lane. It's such an underappreciated benefit, just being able to let go and the car return to center. It's just one less thing that you have to do trying to drag the wheel back to center. Like, look at this. I just let go and I'm going where I want to be going. I turn this way and I let go and I'll go where I want to be going. It's so nice. Such a small thing, but it makes a big difference for driving around town. What is an ST like to park?
Yeah, that's what.
Absolutely lovely to park. I mean, what else would you expect? I will say, just here at like 5-ish miles an hour, the steering is a little heavier. It takes on just an edge. It's not like the very best electric steering cars that give you that luxury car experience like a Golf GTI, where they are still pinky light even at these speeds. Conclusions and scores. The car as a whole first. This is one of the best hot hatches, sporty cars, enjoyable cars, daily cars. Just go and buy Fiesta STs. Honestly, like, this is so good. Engine makes tons of power, especially because it's quite a light car. It feels like it makes even more power. 180 doesn't sound like a lot on paper, or 200 with overboost, but it feels faster than the numbers would suggest. It makes a great noise. I can't believe this is the stock sound. They would never get away with this today. I think this car inside is louder than my car at full chat with its aftermarket exhaust. Fantastic. Extremely good suspension. I think this is the one takeaway from this car. It's a little firm, but it's not uncomfortable. It's not jarring over bumps, and it is phenomenally well controlled. The way the weight transfers through corners, sublime. The seats are phenomenal. You get Recaros. The driving position is a bit hatchback. Like you feel like you're stepping onto the pedals. This gearbox, it clicks into place. There's barely any play. It feels mechanical. The throw is short. The interior is, a pretty basic Fiesta interior. There's a lot of plastic, but it's a cheap car. Like, you can pick one of these up for what, $5,000 now? It's ridiculous. But what about the steering scores? I was sitting here trying to decide if I should give it a score that's slightly higher than this, but I think this is fair. 7 out of 10. It's very direct. It has good interactive weighting, and it has some texture. Like, there's nothing wrong with this steering. It does everything well. I wish it would have a little bit more weighing up going around corners, and it could have a little bit more texture, but then it would basically be perfect. It's fantastic. It's really good, interactive, enjoyable, all the things I like. I feel sad for car generations of the future that will not have this experience. You'll just have to go and buy old Fiesta STs or old hot hatches or old cars because they don't make cars like this anymore. What about normal driving? It's really nice. It's a small car. More than almost any I've ever driven, it does not feel like a small car. Honestly, it kind of drives like a modern Golf GTI. Like, it's quiet, comfortable, refined, easy to steer, easy to park, comfortable on long journeys, not a hint of nervousness. Maybe the steering's a bit quick at higher speeds, but it's a small niggle. I think I'm going to give this a 6.5 out of 10 for normal driving. Every car I've driven so far with this blue oval, and especially this ST badge, has overachieved. Ford really makes some great cars, and they get steering right. I don't think I've driven a bad Ford. YouTube thinks you should watch this video next, but I think if you've enjoyed this episode of Steering Feel Review, you'll like these. I would highly recommend watching the Mini Cooper S and watching the Golf GTI. Those are two alternative flavors of hot hatch that try to do a similar thing in very different ways. My name's Mick. I drive cars. Peace.